Hola amigos, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Bienvenidos. Soy Vladimir Alonso y en esta ocasión voy a estar platicando con un amigo muy especial. Se trata de don Steve Hartwig. Y bueno, si ustedes hablan inglés, los invito a que se queden en esta pequeña conversación. So, Mr. Hartwig, nice to meet you then. Thank you for being here with us today. It's something very nice for me and also for all of us to have a foreigner, an American man living among us, especially here in the city of León. So tell us a little bit about yourself, please.
Okay, well, I moved to Nicaragua in 2015. I came from Denver, Colorado. I was working for the city and county of Denver there, and I reached retirement age, and I knew that I didn't have enough Social Security to live in the States.
Okay.
So I needed to choose another place. I had lived in Boca del Toro, Panama for several years earlier, but I didn't want to do something I had already done. So I got to researching, and from what I could tell, Nicaragua was going to be the best choice. And as it turned out, it was the best choice.
So far it is.
Yes, indeed. So the first place I lived was Granada. And I spent just 1 month there. It just didn't feel right for me. I know it's good for a lot of people, but it wasn't right for me. So from there, I moved to basically Masaya, but I was on the rim of the Laguna de Apoyo, very beautiful. So after 3 months there, I chose Matagalpa, and I lived there for 7 months. So from there, I decided, I think I'd like to try León. And friends that I had met there say, oh no, it's too hot. I said, heat doesn't bother me, cold bothers me. It didn't take very long at all before I realized this was my new home.
This was the right place.
It's very good for me because I could walk everywhere that I needed to go. Everything was accessible. I found that the people were just so welcoming and warm, treated me so warmly that, yes, I had no reason to look further.
You know, you're already answering my second question, because I was going to ask you what brought you here, if you were like exploring different, locations, and then you came here in Nicaragua exploring different cities, and then you saved the best for the last.
Exactly.
And, now I'm kind of becoming an author, a writer. Have you been like your whole life doing this kind of stuff?
Last October, I had an accident. I fell in the room in my house and fractured my leg pretty bad. So I was confined to a wheelchair for several months.
Okay.
And so I got to thinking, a year or two previously, I started writing a story. I didn't really consider it a book, but a story about a young girl. But fortunately with AI, I was able to filter through it and actually turn it into something. And before I knew it, I had a book written. It was called The Little Chef, a 12-year-old girl.
The Little Chef.
Yep, from Guatemala, and then moved to Nicaragua with her parent, her father, who was a diplomat here in Nicaragua.
Are these like real stories?
No, it's the fiction.
Fiction. They're all fiction.
Yes,
all right.
And then I got to thinking I'd like to do something about León.
Right.
And then I remembered that when I first came to León, I would come to Villa Villa, because that's where you meet people. And some of the first people I met were skateboarders. But then when I started thinking about writing another book, I thought that might be a good storyline, is skateboarders. And so I just began writing the story with information I had gathered from them. I managed to connect with some of the other local skaters that are still here. And I'm doing a story on my website. It's like an article about real skaters of León.
How is that called?
Real Skaters of León.
All right, good.
And then there's a Spanish and a English version on my website. Yes. So yeah, that's kind of the way that Montar the Fire or Ride the Fire came into being.
Can we have a look at the book?
Sure.
So this is his book, the one he wrote about skateboarders, right? Inspired on these guys, which is a kind of a culture in León, skateboarding culture. And tell us a little bit about this book itself, all of the pictures then are yours, and then you're like being helped with the AI tools, right? Is that how you say?
Yeah, yeah. I conceive the illustration in my mind,
Yep.
and then I take it to one of the AI apps.
These are actual streets in León.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that was very important to me, is that I make it seem like León. So you can see from the cover, there's the cathedral.
Yep.
And on the
I can
back,
see that.
on the back cover, you see something that's called Concha 23.
Oh yes.
This is where skateboarding began here in León.
Is this book available in both languages, or just because
Yes.
you see this one is in Spanish?
Yes, this is a Spanish version. There's also an English version. It's called Ride the Fire.
Ride the Fire.
And they're both available here at León, in Via Via here in León. I also have them available for people in Nicaragua.
Yeah.
They can use a QR code like we have on this flyer.
Us,
yes, this QR code.
Yeah.
They can use that, and that will connect them to my WhatsApp. And there they can order the book, and they can make a payment to me through my bank account here in León, and I'll ship it anywhere in Nicaragua.
All right, so you do shipping nationally wise. Yeah?
Yes, yes.
Nice, very nice. So, well, now you see, we got this book available with real stories of skateboarding in León.
Yes.
So I really wanted to say congratulations. You're doing really great, and this is something that we need more people like you here.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's my pleasure, and I certainly enjoy the work that you do as well.
Thank you. Thank you as well. I try to do my best,
You do.
you know, on promoting culture and history.
Exactly.
Now, apart from the book, let me ask you a couple of more questions regarding León. Do you have any favorite food from us here in León?
Well, since my accident, and then I also had, now I sound like one of these people that tells you all their aches and pains, but I also had a bleeding ulcer recently.
All right.
So that changed how I eat, but I love the fruit here. I can eat a papaya a day and a couple of bananas.
So you like fruits?
Oh yeah, lots of fruit.
And lastly, last but not least, Mr. Hartwig, would you send a message to your American people that maybe they haven't been here, they haven't had the chance to visit us in Nicaragua, especially in León?
Well, I would say that if you haven't been to Nicaragua before, it should definitely be on your bucket list. I found that the country is just so beautiful. I like to take little mini vacations, 3 or 4 days, and travel throughout the country, go to the North Country, go to Esteli, or some of the islands like Little Corn and Big Corn, Ometepe. The place is just, there's so many wonderful things to see. The wildlife, the birds, you just find it all so amazing. And here in León, like I said earlier, this has become my home because it's just the warmth of the people, their love for their country and for the visitor, how they welcome the visitor is just amazing, and it touched my heart. And so, as I say, if you haven't been here before, make a plan, come and see it. Come and see León.
And I'll take care of you once you're here.
I certainly will.
Yeah. So thank you very much for being here today with us. It was also my pleasure. I'm really glad to have you here talking with me this afternoon. And, well, gracias, damas, caballeros. Gracias a todos los que estuvieron viendo la entrevista. Espero que se hayan quedado. Este es el libro del autor Steve Hartwig. Los invito a que lo busquen. Está disponible en Amazon y también en la ciudad de León en Vía Vía, con relatos, con historias reales de los skateboarders, de los patinadores de la ciudad de León, y también está aquí, pueden ver la volante con el código QR donde está directo el contacto a su WhatsApp. Les agradezco mucho por su tiempo, espero les haya gustado. Seguimos conectados con el Nica Guy, del Nica Guy Vladimir Alonso. Muchas gracias, hasta la próxima.